Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Meet me again in this very nice opportunity. Alhamdulillah, although we can meet only in virtual learning like this, but it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, we have to keep our spirit and life must go on. Okay. Okay. Today I'm going to discuss about what is actually academic speaking. Last week we have discussed about the course description of academic speaking, and now I'm going to talk more detail. Yeah. So after this meeting, actually, I really want you to be able to understand the concept of academic speaking itself, and then what you need to prepare for academic speaking, and you also understand the definitions of academics things like seminars, discussions, or anything else. And you can also understand about the features of academic speaking, spoken English. In this chance, I'm not going to discuss all of them because I believe you're not going to listen. I'm speaking 30 minutes, right? So I'm going to be speaking for about maybe 15 or maximum 20 minutes. So you have to listen to me very carefully. All right. Now, before I'm explaining about academic speaking itself, now what actually you know? Yeah, what actually you know about speaking, and what is academic? What is speaking for academic purposes? And what are you expecting related to our course, speaking for academic purposes? What are you expecting actually from this course? And then the last one, please mention some ways to learn the material of speaking for academic purpose so you can achieve your goals. So this is actually about you, not about me, right? Ladies, gentlemen, it's actually about you. I really want to know how far and how big your effort, how big your dream, sorry, how big your dream to be able to master academic speaking. Okay, I will write down my questions in the discussion. So please answer the discussion. Yeah, you don't need to write anything because this is speaking course, so you don't need to write anything. But you just speak, record. Yeah, recording. Press the microphone button, then you can speak up your voice. It's not quite long. It just takes around 2 minutes, please. It just takes 2 minutes. Minimum 1.5 minutes and maximum 2 minutes. So I believe it's gonna be very easy for you guys. All right. Now I'm going to start with actually what is speaking? What is speaking? What do you know about speaking actually? Well, according to some definitions, of course, speaking is an activity which happens when two people or more are engaged in talking to each other. All right. So during the process, speakers share their ideas, their thoughts, their minds, their opinions, each other. However, the process of speaking, which is intended to deliver the ideas or thought, is not restricted to the oral utterances only. Okay, so the very basic thing of speaking is actually you share your idea, sharing the idea, not reading any kinds of concept. Yeah, sharing. All right. According to Channing in KAI 2006, yeah, speaking is actually building, the process of building and sharing meaning. Meaning. This is what Channing emphasized, different from what I told you before. Okay, speaking is the process of building and sharing the meaning through verbal and non-verbal symbols in a variety contexts. And these kinds of views suggest that the process of communication is not carried out through verbal activities, but also carried out non-verbal clues. Just like this one, symbols, this is non-verbal language. What I'm spoken, this is verbal, but what my gesture says like this, my hands, my face expression, this is non-verbal language. All right? Okay, now that's about speaking. Now let's go to the academic speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, Um, nowadays, especially in this kinds of pandemic era, academic speaking becomes very popular. It becomes highly meta for students of higher education. It also becomes a highly meta for lecturers, for professors in the higher education. Like what? There are so many online seminars, for example. Before the pandemic, we probably can manage the time for seminar because it takes times, it takes places, it takes um, time to go somewhere to join the seminar, right? But nowadays, all the boundaries is all broken because of this kind of pandemic. So we have to thankful actually, we have to be thankful for this pandemic situation, for this pandemic era, that you can join any kinds of seminar, especially webinar. Yeah, you can join any kinds of webinar wherever you want to go. You can join in Australia, but you just stay in Indonesia, you just stay in your bedroom, right? It's very easy right now. You can join a seminar that happens in Korea or in many kinds of countries in China, in the USA, but you just stay at your home. But your knowledge is now more broadened because you just stay at home, but you can catch a lot of information from many kinds of countries. All right. So that's why academic speaking nowadays becomes very highly meta for any kinds of higher education. All right. Now, ladies, gentlemen, all of my lovely students, speaking for academic purpose is necessary to be more conscious about things involved in the seminar group or group activities. So yes, what you can see when we talk about academic, it's usually coming out with schools, college, right? With yeah, those kinds of seminars. All right, or group discussion activities. Now, students can also learn some of interactional language used inside the activity. Ladies, gentlemen, when you join the seminar, you are not only listening actually. Your position is probably just sitting down and looking at the speakers, but your mind actually learn also the way people talk, how people give the materials, how people give the objection, how people give the interruption, how people give questions, and how people debates their opinions, right? Now, in these kinds of condition, I recommend all of you to join a lot of international seminars, especially that seminar use English as the language background. So you can also add and improve your English communication skill. All right. That's why, guys, practice making presentation and taking part in the discussions on academic topics becomes the major need to start academic speaking. So if all of you, for example, if maybe not all of you, if some of you or a few of you feel hesitating to join the seminar or to join the academic discussions, so it's going to be very difficult for you to practice, to learn how to be the academic speakers. Okay? All right. Basically, speaking is almost similar to writing, but in writing, you write any kinds of idea. You can even erase, you can even can edit your writing or your paper or anything you write. But when you are speaking, you cannot erase what you say, right? You cannot erase what you say. So that's why in speaking, you need to prepare. You need to prepare before speaking because remember, this is a little bit different from writing. Then in speaking, you cannot erase anything. That's why you have to prepare. All right. Now, the academic speaking can be found in many places, yeah, like what I told you. So your homework now, belum udah homework ya. Your homework right now, find as many as academic seminars, academic discussions, especially that the background language is English, yeah, international seminars. Just join it, yeah, and pay attention how people interact on that process of seminars or discussion. Okay? Okay, so that's what you can learn today. Oh yeah, I still want to tell you a little more about, about what's going to do, what you are going to do when you are establishing a seminar. So it's very simple actually, but simple to say, but it's probably a little bit difficult to do because it needs concept, it needs process, and it needs your bravery to share your idea to any kinds of people. All right. Now the first one, the way, what you're going to do when you establish the seminar, the first one, of course, you have to prepare the presentation itself. Try to prepare using notes, media, any kinds of materials, introducing the topic, just like that, okay? Give information in detail, similarities, comparison, or many kinds of things, okay? And then in making presentation, you also need to describe the similarities, the difference, that compare and contrast, the illustrating of points. All right. You also can provide examples that refers to a research, the data that emphasize the points you are going to deliver. And then almost the last of the presentation, you need to summarize and conclude. And the second one, in the seminar, not only presenting, right? After the presentation, what's next? It's usually there is a discussion, asking and question and answer session, right? So in this kind of chance, you have a chance to control the discussion. It's usually led by the moderator. So the moderator start the discussion and control the discussion. Manage who are going to ask and give the questions to the speaker and then give the chance to the speaker to answer the questions to the audience. All right. And then the third thing is, as a good audience, you have to be actively participating in the discussion. So in the discussion, actually, you need to support information, clarification, stating your point of view, supporting your views on agree or disagree statement, challenging, commenting, making suggestion checks, and do many things related to discussion. And then the last one is listening and note taking. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's all are the process of establishing the seminars. I believe everyone has known, but probably you are more aware to do the presentation in Bahasa Indonesia. Now it's your challenge to do the presentation or to do your seminars in English. All right, thank you very much. And don't forget to do your duty after this in the e-learning, okay? Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.